Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
What's up? What's up? They'll run over center with White. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
What's that? They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Get this complete right side to Otten. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives the team a first down. 42-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. 180. What's up? What's up? On the handoff, it's White. Has some room inside the 30. And he's in! Rashad White, touchdown Buccaneers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Jaguars
6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
The Jaguars offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Reload! Reload!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to ETN. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Got it! Ready? Come on! Come on!
He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Once again, it's ETN. Oh, the ball's out. The Bucs have it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. As we enter the final weekend of the regular season, he's trying to hold on and capture the crown as the NFL leader in receiving yards.
What's up? What's up?
On the give, it's White. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard.
20! What's up? That!
They go play action with Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
180! What's that? What's that?
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
What's that? Start.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
As we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
180. Start. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Forced out wide. Looking downfield for Otten. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otten that time around. And it'll be second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
180. What's that? What's that?
Now it's White. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Caleb Ransom in on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
180. Start.
Now Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
Their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure is too much, and he goes down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Burks. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, ETN. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
Jaguars ready to put this one away. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the toss, it's White. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
180. What's up? What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
What's up?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Ready?
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hold the ready.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Check, Panther.
Little run. It's from after Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Second down and 8. On the ground, here's ETN. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Third down and 9.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
That is caught at the 3. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal.
Come on. Set. Ready?
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. The kick is good. And the Jaguars go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180. What's up? What's up?
Baker gonna hand it to White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
180. What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. This one complete to Palmer. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Buccaneers make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
17. Jaguars 13.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Reynolds now on the return. Woo. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Cavalier! Let's go!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's swung out to Etienne. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
60 vices, 60 vices. Check.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments, and 4th quarter, down a score, doesn't get much bigger than this.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. And the Jaguars go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
180! What's that? Stop!
Throwing is Baker. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
180. What's that? What's that?
Now Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's caught outside by Otten. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 32 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
They run with White. And showing the quick feet there as he gets forward for a pickup of 3.
18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
180. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. He connects with Palmer on that one. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
180. What's that? What's that?
On 3rd down, it's White. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Reynolds now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10.
Ready? Count.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them. You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away for breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
The crowd making their presence felt.
Here we go. Start.
This is 3rd down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. That is taken at the 10. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Baker to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Open man. and his Palmer, it's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Get this complete right side to Otton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First and 10.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
On first down is Mayfield. To the tight end, Otton with the grab. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
180. What's on?
On second down, Baker. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
180. What's on?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Josh Hines-Allen. He gets it yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Brian Thomas now, and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Parkinson in motion. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's complete to Etienne. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. What to do? The crowd helping the defense. 3rd down and 9. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Looked like he lived a scene for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. This one complete to Palmer. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Still 2nd down.
Second and 6 coming up.
180! What's that? What's that?
Mayfield. To the left side. To Godwin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
180! Done! Done!
To throw is Mayfield. Swing this one out to White. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. 14 yards on the pickup there.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
What's that? Stop!
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline. Taken in by Godwin. And a milestone grab. Not just a 1st down, but catch number 100 on the year.
And with that completion, now it puts them in prime position to win this game. Like, I mean, at this point, all they have to do, protect the football, put it in a good spot where the kicker feels good about it, and hope your field goal team can be the hero.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining. as we get to 1st and 10.
180! What's that? What's that?
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
What's that? What's that?
Here's White. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. So here comes 3rd and 5.
Good. 180! Good. What's that?
Throwing is Baker. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
Good. 180! What's that? That.
He'll try to run with White, trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Now, 2nd and goal.
Good. 220! Done!
One more time, it's White. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
The extra point, up and good. And the Bucs will go up by 7.